Hello, and welcome to Hot Dog and Handshake Pro Wrestling Show Classic Review Series. My name is Shane Price. Once again, joined by Jayden and Shane here for a review of 20 years ago, TNA Genesis 2006.
Yes, so this is TNA Genesis 06, like you said, from November 19th, 2006. So we're doing this before the anniversary, but that's because TNA Genesis 2026 is this weekend as this comes out. So it doesn't quite line up. TNA's changed up their calendar in the 20 years since then. So, of course, this pay-per-view took place at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. The legendary Don West and Mike Tenay on the call. And the show goes for about 2 hours and 42 minutes. And for anyone who might want to watch at home, it's just on TNA's YouTube channel for free. So you definitely check that out.
I do
like we said,
that TNA puts up, as you said before we started recording, I do appreciate TNA puts up most of their good pay-per-views on YouTube for free.
Yeah, honestly, I think I've only had to pay for TNA Plus for this podcast one time. And the rest of the times we've done TNA shows, they've just been on YouTube. So, like we said, 20th anniversary later this year, TNA Genesis. That's why we're recording this. Do you want to get right into the first matchup?
First match of the night, we got the trio of Johnny Devine, Kazarian, and Maverick Matt against the Voodoo Kin Mafia of Road Dogg and Billy Gunn.
Yeah, so before this match even starts, during the entrance of Johnny Devin, Kazarian, and Maverick Matt, Mike Tenay was talking about how that trio had been talking about a Redeemer in recent weeks on Impact. So I instantly wrote, these guys are obviously disciples of Raven. The way they were dressed, Tenay talking about them saying there was a Redeemer, instantly clocked it was Raven. It was so obvious. I don't know if it felt that obvious.
Do that now.
I don't know if it felt that obvious at the time to people watching in 2006. I'd love to know. I was 3 years old, so I wasn't really tapped into TNA at the time. I was more into like Ninja Turtles, but this just because like if you'd seen anything Raven had done in ECW or WCW, obviously Raven.
So you're correct.
Yeah,
they officially start like next month, and it lasts until like this time next year.
Okay, so it lasts about a year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. We got a pedigree and a tuning of the band from Billy Gunn as a shot at D-Generation X.
Which is really funny because Maverick Matt is Michael Shane, who is
Shawn Michaels' cousin, nephew?
Cousin or nephew. He's definitely related to that.
Something. He's related to Shawn Michaels, yeah. This was a Impact Wrestling level match. This wasn't pay-per-view worthy. I gave it 2 stars, and my last note is just fucking called it, and that's when Raven came out. So I was right on.
I gave it 2. I was not surprised to see Raven.
Yeah,
but
not at all.
That's just what you get from serotonin in TNA.
Yep.
The next match, we have the promising tag team of Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt versus the not so promising tag team of Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens of Naturals.
Who are accompanied to the ring by Shane Douglas. Is there any relation there? Is Andy Douglas Shane Douglas's son?
I don't think so. I think it's just a unrelated man who goes by the same name.
Oh, yeah. There was a spot with the Naturals where I don't remember who was in what position, but one of them had either Lethal or Dutt in the powerbomb position, and the other one was on the top rope and went for like a drop kick into the powerbomb kind of thing, but he missed the drop kick so fucking bad. He kicked the other guy in the back of the knees. He missed so bad. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Listen,
But hey, this is TNA, right?
that TNA this TNA undercard is woof.
Yeah, this was another Impact, just TV level match, and it didn't even have anything as interesting as the Disciples of Raven and the shots at
Yeah.
DX in the last match. That was at least kind of interesting. So I bumped this a quarter star lower than the last match. I gave this 1 3/4.
I will say that the Voodoo Kin Mafia taking shots at DX is fun when you watch them at first, but they do it like every match, and it gets kind of boring.
Yeah. It's fun when we watch one TNA show from this era every 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, we don't do a lot of TNA shows, so like, yeah, it's fun in very small doses.
Maybe we should, because I just read the words Norman Smiley and Shark Boy.
Hey, that's what is this? My TEW save?
It's the pay per view from like the last pay per view at TNA before this one.
Oh, okay.
I think we were missing out on
Yep.
Norman Smiley and Shark Boy and Eagle Skipper and Simon Diamond and Ron Killings and Lance Hoyt.
Nice. What we didn't miss out on, though, was woke Konnan talking about the USA invading Iraq for profit. He said, screw Jim Cornette at one point, which I think is a sentiment we can all agree with. And then I just wrote here, 2006 Konnan is based as hell. It's awesome, dude.
Based as hell, managing the best tag team in the company.
Yep. Awesome. What a year for
what
Konnan.
happened to Konnan? What happened? The Fed happened.
The Fed happened. Unfortunately, the Fed happened.
Speaking of the Fed happening, we have Christopher Daniels against Chris Sabin.
Yep. Chris for the X Division title. I wrote, now we're cooking with oil, because these are pay-per-view level matches. From here on out, these matches are at least pretty entertaining, if not downright great. So this one, just what you would expect from the X Division. I think obviously still room to grow for Sabin. Daniels is obviously already there, but Sabin, you could definitely still see there's a lot of potential there to be tapped into. Still a very solid match. I give this 3.5 stars. I had a pretty good time with this one.
I gave it 3. Yeah, I had fun with it like you did, but I don't think it didn't shock me, I guess.
Yeah.
Then we get Jayden's first exposure to what is the greatest stable in professional wrestling.
The Paparazzi?
Paparazzi Productions, man.
Yeah. I think we had... There was one
we saw the beginning of it.
Yeah, they were very minor players, and there was the Sting thing, or the Sting or Steve Borden thing, where they were trying to figure out who was there. I don't remember which pay-per-view that was from last year, or from 2005, whenever. But yeah, the promo with Kevin Nash and Alex Shelley and Austin Aries before this match was just word association. It was just one of them would say one thing, and then the next guy would say the first thing that came to mind, and it was pretty incoherent.
Ruled.
But it was awesome. It was really funny. Like, it was. I love that side of Kevin Nash's personality coming out is always really fun.
There is a video, and it is an hour and 40 minutes, and it is all of the Paparazzi Productions promos, awesome. And it is so fucking good.
That's incredible.
If you have not seen it, if you haven't seen it, I recommend watching at least the part where Kevin Nash pulls out the chart of how popular wrestling was.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's I'm sure a great bit.
It peaks when Nash was WWE champion. It falls down to a cliff when Austin becomes champion.
Wow. You want to get into the match with the Paparazzi here?
Yes, we have Alex Shelley and Austin Starr, better known as Austin Aries, and we're taking on the team of Ron Killings and Lance Hoyt.
Yeah, Lance Hoyt, who had some dance moves. He was really grooving on this. That might be the best probably back-to-back segments of this show is going from the paparazzi to Lance Hoyt dancing, I think.
It is absurd that everybody in this match, there is not, they're all still wrestling.
That's true. Yeah, they are.
Begrudgingly, Austin Aries is still going.
Is Alex Shelley still wrestling? Is he?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is not retired.
Yeah.
He wrestled twice last month. Both singles matches.
No, but I that it is crazy that all those guys are still going. Obviously, Lance Archer's in AEW, Ron Killings and Alex Shelley are in WWE now. Austin Aries is doing shitty indie bookings because and MLW.
Poisoning my forbidden door.
Yeah. That's probably why MLW doesn't get included in the Forbidden Door stuff that much.
They get all the CMLL shit.
Oh yeah. They have a huge partnership with CMLL. I mean the MLW middleweight division is basically just a CMLL showcase now.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, even some of the heavyweight division too.
Yep. But I really liked. I think this match was pretty fun. I think Killings and Hoyt are a very fun team. Kevin Nash is on commentary for this, and he doesn't say a lot of notable stuff, but he points out Lance Hoyt's tramp stamp, which I thought was really funny. He points out his lower back tattoo.
Unless somebody did. Just Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was noticeable. I give it 3 1/4. That was really fun. That was another fun time. Not quite as good as Daniels and Saban, but still pretty good.
I gave it 3.5. I gave it 3 1/4 too. That is because I love paparazzi productions. I love everything about the paparazzi productions.
Yeah. They're great. The fact that they lost the match because Shelley wanted Aries to record him was great.
Also, Kevin Nash on commentary is.
Kevin Nash on commentary is that's
always the correct decision. I think.
I want there to be a show. Put whatever like play-by-play guy you want in between them, but I want Kevin Nash and Jesse the Body Ventura as your color commentators, and just whoever you think can handle it, put them in between them.
Saturday night's main event in DC, Trump was there with Nash and
Ventura
on commentary would have been
even without golden. Trump there, probably would have been awesome.
Yeah, no, probably.
Yeah, wherever Nash is living now, they need to do a Saturday night's main event there. Fly in Jesse, do Jesse and Nash with Cole on commentary, or just fucking throw Vic Joseph in the fire. See what happens. See what he can do with Nash and Ventura.
If you haven't at least seen some of the commentary from the October 2000 Thunder episode, where it is painfully clear that Kevin Nash is about to be let go from creative, it is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Because he's on commentary.
Yeah.
He pulls up the commentary on the night before he's fired from being the booker.
They gave him the livest mic. All right, you want to get to what were we saying?
Sometimes late WCW just pulls out a banger like that, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes their dumb decisions stumble into being gold.
The next match, not a dumb decision.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Christian Cage, AJ Styles. Let's cook here a little bit.
Yeah, first though, why is the ref wearing shorts? Have all of the refs been wearing shorts and I just didn't notice? If not,
I don't think so.
I think he is.
Rudy Charles?
Why is he wearing what the fuck? Why is he wearing shorts? I don't know. It was a very good match with a kind of whatever finish, with some interference and stuff. And Christopher Daniels trying to save AJ, but it fails because AJ helped Christopher Daniels earlier. Overall, though, very good. I gave it 4.25.
I gave it it's a special referee.
It's a special referee?
Isn't it just Christopher Daniels?
No, Christopher Daniels interferes later. There's no special referee listed on Cage Match. I don't know about the Wikipedia.
Dude, that referee is just a dead ringer for Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, but if it was Christopher Daniels, they would have made a stink of it. You know what I mean? It would have been a story.
Yeah, I have no idea who
He's
that
not
is.
mentioned at all.
It's just a ref in shorts. It's not a special ref, and it looks just like Christopher Daniels.
Yeah. I don't know. Do they list the referees for the event anywhere on Wikipedia?
No.
They don't. Yeah, I have no idea. Really weird. What's the next match? Where are we at? Oh, tag titles.
The tag title match. The first one of the night, yeah?
Second title match of the night because we had the X Division title earlier.
That's right. Second one of the night, we have the tag team of the America's Most Wanted with Chris Harris and James Storm.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot. Every time I see Chris Harris, I can't think of how terrible his WWE run went. I can't believe they fumbled him that hard. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's the Fed, man.
Knock, knock. It's Braden Walker.
Yep.
And then they're taking on the team of Woke Konnan, Woke Hernandez, and Woke Homicide, LAX.
Yes. This was a fun match with a cheap finish, interference stuff. And then it breaks down a bunch of baby faces run into the ring to like take on Latin American Exchange, and I think it was Lethal throws a pipe at Hernandez and he like catches it, but by doing that he puts his hands up and then Lethal drop kicks him, but he holds it for so long. He catches it and then holds it there for 10 seconds before Lethal drop kicks him. Just another hilarious TNA timing thing. Like it's just incredible.
They really never timed anything very well in
Never.
Ever.
Never. Yeah, this is TNA. It is shocking to me that they managed to be the second biggest American wrestling company for so long. You know what I mean?
There was like nothing else though, so you gotta give them credit for taking the opportunity of
it's just
not
shocking
being anybody else.
No, yeah, it's shocking that nobody else watched this and was like, "Oh, I can do better than this."
Oh no, there were. They just weren't given the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. But I gave this 3.5 stars. It was overall a pretty good match.
Yeah, it was solid. I always did like LAX this time period from like 2006 to 2010. So credit is due. The next match, we get the Sin Men, who seems to pop up far too often in our classic reviews.
Yep. Every time.
We get Abyss and Sting for the NWA title.
Yeah, this match, no like stipulation of any kind on it as far as I could tell. But it was like way more hardcore than I expected. There were thumbtacks and tables and all kinds of shit.
Well, it is an Abyss match.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't expecting that without some sort of stipulation. And it was an actually cool, I believe it was a DQ finish because Sting like pushed the ref away and he got DQ'd. But it felt actually cool. Like these two were just fighting and like nothing was going to stop that. And then Sting loses the NWA title because of it. He gets so blinded by the fight and by like his rage against Abyss that he got himself disqualified and lost the title. I give this 4 stars. I think that was a really good match.
World champion Abyss is such a baller move
Oh, absolutely.
that that you could put anybody else in this match. I'd probably give it a high, but Sting in like a hardcore scenario,
Oh yeah.
4.25, dude. Holy shit, what a match!
Yep. Incredible match.
Finally, the main event, the reason why you're here.
Yes. This is the first like this era TNA match I remember ever finding. Like I think it was just on YouTube or something, and I found it and watched it. When I was a kid, and it was awesome. Like it's one of my favorite TNA matches, maybe my favorite TNA match to this day. So go ahead and intro it here.
We have the Samoan named Joe, and we have the Angle named Kurt. We have Kurt
Yes.
Angle, Samoa Joe. At this
The
time,
undefeated Samoan submission machine.
we're
The brand
coming
new,
off of that run where he has like every belt too.
yeah, the brand new toy in the TNA toolbox or TNA toy box here, Kurt Angle. He'd only been around for a couple months at this point. This match it's exactly what you want out of Joe and Kurt. You know what I mean? Like the only way it could be better is if it was like a time travel situation where you got prime Samoa Joe in there. Like this was killer.
This is pretty close to the Prime Samoa Joe, though. Yeah, remember that.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty close. I love the ankle lock as a way to escape a rear naked choke. That was awesome. Yeah, it was both guys playing their game so well. Like it really felt like an actual like sports game, but between two men that want nothing more than to win. Like that's what it felt like. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to wrestle my kind of match, and I'm going to beat Samoa Joe or I'm going to beat Kurt Angle, whatever perspective, right? Like it really felt real. It was awesome. I gave it 5 stars.
I gave it 4.75. Kurt Angle yelling "Yeah" always is such
Great. Yeah.
best part of the match. I thought it was great. I think he was just barely away from being perfect in a way. But still, go watch this match.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to do categories now?
We will start with best moment.
The Sting Abyss table spot on the stage was awesome. Trying to think of what else stuck out. Woke Konnan.
Kurt Angle putting the straps down, putting them back
Oh
up,
yeah,
and putting them back down again.
yeah. I think I'll probably give it to the Sting and Abyss stage table dive spot.
I feel like it's really gonna have to give it to. Agree with you. I'm gonna give it to that as well.
MVP of the night, best performance. I'm gonna go Kurt Angle here. I think Kurt wins this, which is like I think he's the favorite every time he's on a show. I think he's like at least minus 150 to get our MVP every time he's on a show. But
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go Kurt Angle.
I'm gonna go with Sting
Okay,
for
that's a
being
great
out
choice
of his
too.
element, and
Mm-hmm.
then you know
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought he did really good in that match. I really like Sting in that match. Heat check, best performance at a short amount of screen time. Konnan, absolutely, obviously, definitely Konnan.
I
Gear
agree.
of the night. I like Sting, the red and black. Lance Hoyt's football jersey was pretty awesome.
Angle's
Um,
gear is
Angle
always the
with the
same, but
black.
it always rules.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Sting, though. I think I like Sting's the most. I liked his look.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
Apex Mountain. Is this the apex for Kurt or Joe?
Let's say Joe.
Say Joe. It's apex for Joe.
This time period definitely is, at least to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the belts around this point in time. He becomes champion in 07.
Yep. Speaking of becoming champion, is this Apex Mountain for Abyss?
Oh, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Apex Mountain for Abyss. Apex Mountain for Konnan.
I hate saying it, but I feel like it might be now.
Now is the Apex Mountain for Konnan?
He is. If he keep going like this, he might shock the world and end up on Booker of the Year next year.
Oh wow. Okay.
He is. Him, Undertaker, and Jerry Borash are doing some crazy shit right now.
That's awesome.
In the ring, I'm gonna say it's late '90s WCW.
Yeah, probably. Or like mid '90s AAA, somewhere in there. Surprise of the show. I don't know what. I mean, I think for me, like I said, I was really not expecting the Abyss Sting match to get that hardcore with no stipulation. It was really exciting and surprising. So I think I'm gonna go with that. Just the like I knew we would get something like an announce table spot or it's Abyss, right? You're gonna get some brawling, some of that, but ref goes down, someone uses a chair, something like that. But thumbtacks, the big table spot by the stage, all of that, like it was really fun to see. So I'm gonna go with that for my surprise of the show. What do you got?
I'm gonna agree with you on that. Even though I kind of expected it, I'll agree with you on that.
Okay. Recasting. I want to do Kurt and Joe.
Let's go Abyss Sting. I feel like
Abyss
that's
Sting.
more interesting.
Okay. Very well established veteran, multi-time world champion. I think Sting right now, that sounds like CM Punk to me.
Yeah.
Definitely past the prime of his career, but still performing very, very well. Like that, yeah, that's CM Punk. And then Abyss, monster heel. Maybe not someone you would expect to even necessarily be in the main event conversation, but could definitely hold his own if you put him there. Who fits that? Is it like a Powerhouse Hobbs?
I was gonna say Powerhouse Hobbs, yeah.
Yeah. So this is CM Punk Powerhouse Hobbs,
Which would
which
be
might have
so baller.
happened.
It probably did, but when it
Not
did,
in
it
the
wasn't.
same way it would be today. Yeah, not the same way it would be now in 2026. Let me look it up. Yeah, they wrestled on Rampage Grand Slam in 2021. Punk beat Hobbs in 13 minutes. So this would be
Wasn't.
that's 5 years ago. That's a very different CM Punk and a very different Powerhouse Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
Best double feature. What do we got here? Any other good Kurt or Joe TNA matches you'd throw here?
Joe and TNA we always had to talk about the three-way match that put
Oh yeah.
TNA on the map. Literally everybody. Uh, Angle, it's a little different. I'm gonna say the lockdown match he's in against Mr. Anderson. That is by far the best Mr. Kennedy match of all time. Not the best Angle match, but holy shit, it is so good.
Uh-huh. That's his highest. That's Kurt Angle's highest cage match rating of any TNA match he had.
And the second highest is Nigel McGuinness versus Kurt Angle, which sounds insane.
Did we watch this one?
Nigel McGuinness versus Kurt Angle? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
we did.
did.
We did. We did. We
We
did.
did. because this show was the rematch of that same 3-way, but this time for the world title.
Yeah.
I think we reviewed that in 2024. Yeah. Kurt, yeah. I think the Lesnar Kurt Iron Man match would be a really interesting double feature with this Samoa Joe match. Just Kurt with different types of beasts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then didn't Kurt and Joe have a steel cage match at one point too?
They might
Yeah,
have.
here it is.
Yeah, right there. I see it.
Lockdown 08. Yeah, Lockdown 08. They had a steel cage match. I think I've seen that, and I remember that being pretty good too. Wrestling Criterion Collection. Do we put Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe in there?
It's close.
I give it
Maybe
5, so I have it. It's up to you. Yes or no on it?
you might as well.
All right. So our first addition to the Criterion Collection in quite a long time here. If my sheet will load. Wrestling Criterion Collection. Yeah, since I guess it's been like a month. We added Cena versus Umaga from Rumble 07 on here. Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe, TNA Genesis 06. Wonder if Kurt or Joe have anything in here before. We've put doesn't I think this is Kurt and Joe, both of their first entries into the Criterion Collection here. Classic Hot Dog and Classic Handshake. What are you going to give the Classic Handshake to here, Shane?
Sting and Sting the best, yeah.
Sting the best.
Mm-hmm.
Does Kurt and Joe count?
I guess, but
I picked the reason we watched it was for the anniversary, right? But
mm-hmm.
the reason we're doing this and not Genesis 2011 or some other show is because of Kurt versus Joe, right?
Right.
So I don't think it would be fair to pick it. I think this is really the reason we did. So I'm gonna go AJ versus Christian for mine. Like that was the second best match of the night for my money. And rate it out of 10. What do you got here, Shane?
7.
7. All right, I went 6.5. So we're right on par with each other here. And then, do you want to wrap it up?
And that'll do it for Hot Dog and Handshakes Wrestling Classic Review Series. Next week, join us as we start our Royal Rumble trip. We go down to 2006, the Rey Mysterio one.
Absolutely. Booyaka, booyaka.
You know, with Jayden over here being the biggest Rey Mysterio mark of all time.
Yep. All right.
And as always, enjoy wrestling.